Hey there, Aileen here. How are you doing? I'm hopping on here and doing an impromptu live because I have just clicked the button on sending 3,000 euros in tax for the last 3 months. Um, Now, the reason I'm talking about that is because actually it would have been really hard to imagine paying that amount in tax, less than a year ago. And I just wanted to talk about that because I think a lot of personal stylists think that it takes a really long time to get to consistent 3k 5k or 5k or even 10k months, but my experience has been completely different from the time I actually committed to having my first 10k month. It was actually a relatively short period of time. So when I went back and had a look in my diary today, in January 2020, actually, not that long ago, I was just making a few hundred a month. And at that time, if you told me that I was going to be paying, 6,000 in tax, it's probably going to be closer to 12,000 in tax by the end of the year, I just wouldn't have believed it. Hi, Arlette, great to see you. I just wouldn't have believed it. I would have imagined that, it would take so much work, and how could I make that jump from a couple of hundred euros a week or a month actually to 10,000. But it all comes down to actually having a system and just believing in yourself, really believing in yourself until you make it. And I feel great pride now that I paid 3,000 euros tax for the last quarter, and I'd probably be paying more before the year is out, because it's an indication to me of how far I've come, and how all the hard work has paid off, because those early months are so difficult because you're putting in all the work without any return. But once you kind of build the basic systems, once you get really, really clear on who you're talking to and how specifically you can help them, it makes a huge, huge difference. And it's like everything starts to line up. I'm not a woo-woo person at all, but I do strongly believe that you have to believe in what you're doing, and you truly have to be helping people, to be a success in your business. But I want to dispel the myth that it takes a really long time. For me, once I put my mind to it, once I 100% committed and got the help I needed, I'll fully put my hand on my heart and say I didn't do it by myself. I learned the skills that were required to have 10k months and even 20k months. It didn't just happen. The fact that I was an expert in my area obviously helped a lot. The fact that I had put in all of the years and knew my stuff really went a long way. But actually monetizing it didn't take that long at all, and it was just a system that I used step by step by step, that I now teach the personal stylists in my Savvy Business Academy. And yeah, I'm just a normal girl like you, and yeah, it's strange how quickly it can happen. And I've seen other coaches come on and talk like this, and kind of thought in my head, well, there must be something really extra special about them, or they have some advantage that I don't have, or yeah, I didn't really know what the magic was. But there's no magic. There is honestly no magic. The magic is, determine really what you're very, very good at, and then learn the skills to monetize it. And just go out there and help people every day, and it will happen for you too. What I found brilliant to see you on, Helen. Thank you so much. I'm just looking at my hair. It's like really greasy, and I could really have done with a wash before I came on here live. But you know what? I had the inspiration, and I just said I'd come on and just chat from the heart, because it really is not that long since, as I said, I was making a couple of hundred a month. And yeah, I'm kind of chuffed with myself. I'm very, very proud, because in those early days, I second guessed myself like everybody else. I kind of thought, will I ever make it in this industry? What am I doing wrong? Yeah, I asked myself all those questions, and I didn't really get it. I didn't really get it until I got it. And the truth is, it's very, very hard to do it by yourself. You do need help. It's not just going to happen by, doing the odd free challenge here or there, or, buying a $99 course. And the problem is trying to piece it all together yourself. It's just too difficult, and that's what I was trying to do for many years. I was trying to piece it together, to have this successful business, because my mindset was, well, I don't have enough money to pay for a coach. Now my belief is, the first thing I pay for is a coach, because that's pretty much guaranteed money in the bank, whereas things like Facebook ads, or spending money on branding, or spending money on your website, this is not money in the bank, I can tell you. But if you can pay somebody to show you what took them years and massive investment to achieve, that is money well spent. So I myself have a coach at all times. I'm finishing up with a coach right now. I'll probably look at other types of coaches depending on the area that I think I need work in. So for me, spending money on coaching and investing in yourself is so good. Like over the last 3 years, I've probably spent 20,000 on coaching on myself. Now, lots of people say to me, well, that's a massive amount of money. But think of it, you would spend that on a new kitchen easily. You would spend it on, upgrading your car. You would spend it on a holiday. Instead, I invested that money in learning new skills, learning how to do it, learning how to create systems, etc. So for me, 20,000 is not a lot of money to spend, and neither is it frivolous, because now I can get back that really quickly. I can get that back in a month if I really decided that that's what I wanted. So, you have to really think about long term. What is it you want in your business? Are you just happy to have it as a hobby? If you are, no problem whatsoever. But if you actually want to have consistent 3K, so first I got to 3K months and I was absolutely chuffed with myself. A month later I got to 5K, I had a 10K month, and then I had a 20K month. And the truth is, if somebody had said that would have happened for me, I wouldn't have believed it. I had to go through it and learn the skills and believe in myself and stick with it. So yeah, that's my little live for today. I just got on because just pressing the button on sending that 3,000 to the tax authority here in France. It felt like a milestone. It's not the first month I've done it, it's the second month, but it just goes to show how quickly things can happen. So I would say from the start of this year to where we are now this year, it's been absolutely my best year to date, despite COVID. And I have nothing over any of you guys. You can totally do it too. So that's my inspiration for today. I hope some part of that story resonates with you and gives you hope. Thanks for listening. Bye.